Alright, today we're showing off my Lipo ammo box. I'm just going to be running a 200 watt heater. Just kind of warm my hands on here and there. It's pretty cold outside. It is snowing. Anyways, so to show you what's inside the box. I have a few kind of reviews, not in depth, I'll just tell you about them a bit. So here's the 5 Lipo batteries here, and I have this. I'll take this out. This is one of those Lipo jump starters. I'll be telling you a bit about that in a bit. This is the charger for it. Just gotta put that in there for now. So make sure they're all on. Alright, so we have power. We are starting off at, focus, come on, 12.52 volts. This will be putting approximately 20 amp load. And so let's see. The inverter is now on. The inverter pulls without any load 700 milliamps. So it's not the greatest inverter for standby use to just leave it on. It's going to take 3/4 of an amp just sitting there running all on its own. Alright, there is 200 watts load. Load is going up. We're at 230, 240 watts. That's 24 amps we're pulling out of these batteries. Fan just came on the inverter. It's already complaining. Oh, look at that. What kicked off here? Oh, because these batteries have an overcurrent protection, some of them just kicked out on me. Oh, they all just kicked out. Look at that. Okay. So it looks like about 25, 27 amps between all these. Just resetting them, make sure they're reset. I have another 6 of these coming. I only have 5 of these here. So it looks like this heater takes more than 200 watts, which I am unable to power, unfortunately. I will be able to power it with this when I add this to it. It claims to be 20,000 milliamp hours, it says right there, which is a pile of garbage. It's not true at all. What's nice about it is it has an output. It can charge your laptop. It has a bunch of different things for charging your laptops. It's got USB, which I've used. It works great. Then it's got your booster cable. I bought this because, well, first of all, it says 20,000 milliamp hours. Not true. Took the battery apart. It looks to me as though it's a 2200 milliamp hour pack, Lipo pack, 3 cells. It does, however, boost a 5.7 liter Hemi. I've done it twice now. The battery was so dead it didn't even click. When the wipers came on, all the lights dimmed in the car. There was no power. Started it twice, and I only waited like 30 seconds after I hooked it up and then started it. So that really impressed me. It came with 6 diodes in parallel. I have them right here. This came in line so that once your car starts, it doesn't backfeed power into your booster pack at 14 volts when it's only supposed to go up to 12.6 volts and blow your battery up, state of fire and all that. So that's what this is for. They still ask you not to leave it on for too long just in case one of those diodes fail. But anyways, I took it off because I wanted to be able to charge through this as well. It seems to me it charges through this port and it has a balance feature in it, but they say for the balance feature to be working, you have to turn it on. And I believe that it's always balancing these batteries, even if you charge it through here. I have yet to confirm it, so I've been careful. I only charge it through here once, and then I charge it through here just to make sure that they're balanced. But anyways, let's put this in parallel with my other Lipo pack. There. They're paralyzed, or paralleled. Paralyzed. By itself, without the help of those other packs, I just shut them all off, as you can see. It's off, off, off. Let's see if this pack alone can run this heater. I'm sure it can. It can start a car, so why is the voltage going down? Oh, it's on already, that's why. We're holding at 11 volts around there. It is running. Oh, it won't show on that meter because I'm hooked. There you go, that's the watts coming out of this thing. 260 some odd watts. So it's working. The voltage is at 11.3. Now I'm going to start turning these on. And now we're at 11.86. Looks like most of the power is coming out of here right now because this is able to hold a higher voltage. It's got heavy, thick wires coming straight from the battery. These ones have the thin wires. They can only produce up to about 25 amps. So coming from my Lipo pack, I wish this camera had a better focus. So we got 9.7, 9.8. That keeps climbing because the Lipo boost pack, this one right here, as this one goes dead, it'll start pulling more power from my Lipo batteries, the blue ones. So that's what it's taking right now. And I'm going to leave this running for a while. It'll keep my hands nice and warm as I work. See how long this lasts for. Another thing I got, another Chinese buy. I'll be testing this. It is a DC breaker. It's about 300 amps. They're $4 a piece. Nice and cheap. As long as it works, it also acts as an on-off switch. And I'm going to be putting these where the DC comes out between the charge controller and the batteries. These are on eBay. I don't know how good these are yet. I'm going to put some heavy-duty current through them to see when they do trip. Like this is super heavy-duty. This is heavier duty than that needs. But this is more of if a charge controller fails and shorts on the inside, then it will trip. But we'll see. I'm going to put a 100 amp load on it and see if we can take a 100 amp load. And yeah, we'll find out. Alright, here's our test setup for this cheapy breaker. Because anything this cheap needs to be tested before putting into use, obviously. I have it set up to my battery bank, and I'm going to be putting a 100 amp load on it. And it can only go for about 10 seconds. And for this test, I'm going to be shutting off my grid tie and turning all my charge controllers to my batteries to help give them a hand to recover after. But as you can see, we are almost at 15 volts. First off, I want to see if this function to turn it off actually does break the circuit. So you can see both here. And yep, breaks the circuit immediately and makes the circuit again. Okay, so now we're going to check the load capability. So now I have load on. $100 amp load. Alright, that's it's hot. I'm gonna let that get to. Nice and warm. How did this thing do? Didn't even get warm. It should be expected. It says it's 300 amps. Does it still disengage? Yep, still disengages just fine. Re-engages. Huh. Well, for $4, I kind of like it so far. Let's do it one more time. And that's as high or as hot as I want to go. I don't feel it getting warm at all. No, not getting warm. So for $4, I kind of like this. I don't know if it's gonna be heavy duty enough for my big inverter. We'll try it out. When I do, I'm gonna keep a close eye on this to make sure it doesn't burn out. But I'm also putting them. I have a few of these. I'm gonna be putting a few different places till I get my midnight solar breaker box from Battery Experts in Pickering. And yeah, this is what I'm doing so far. I just got these off eBay. I bought these about, I don't know, a while ago. So finally got them, and we're gonna put them in. Heater's still running off this very small bank. Like this battery in here is literally smaller than one of those batteries, and I got 5 of them. So voltage is sitting at 11.289, around there. We're starting to pull more power from my battery pack. We're pulling 160 watts from the blue ones. We're pulling 250 watts total, so that means this is supporting 90 watts alone by itself. I want to see what happens if we disconnect it now. Disconnected. That is just the blue batteries by themselves now. The volts. They're supporting a 20 amp load now. Oh, starting to complain already of low voltage, so I'm going to hook that one back up. Jumped right back up. Yeah, very impressed with this. I wouldn't buy this one in particularly. It's way too much money. It was like $100 because they rate it so freaking high at 20,000 milliamp hours. The rest are rated around a little over 10, which is still a lie because they were 2,200 approximately. They will boost your car. They are very convenient. You can put them in your glove box. So for that, I would give them a good rating. They got a light and some stuff, but buy one. It shouldn't be more than about $50. So I actually complained to the reseller because the battery is such a low capacity. It's almost useless to me for anything other than starting. And they said they will send me another one. Just because they said it's faulty, it should be more than 2,200 milliamp hours, which I know the next one's going to be the same, 2,200 milliamp hours, but at least I'm going to have 2. And so I'll get these for $50 each instead of 100, which is closer to what it should be. So don't go for the highest milliamp hour when you buy these. It's just a gimmick. They're all probably the same. Even if you get one that says it's only 8,000 milliamp hours, it's probably the exact same battery. And I'll probably start your car the same. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Just wanted to show what I was up to. Can't wait to get more of these batteries. When I get the other 6, I will be filling the rest of this up, and I'll be doing some videos on it showing what I can run, because I should be able to run about a 40-45 amp load total. So that's 450 watts in the inverter, and that should be a run for quite a bit of time. I still might open them all up and put balance leads on them when I get my iMax B6, and I'll do that to all of them so I can pull some more current out of these Lipo batteries. And I'll put some heavier duty wire on them too. Okay, just showing what I've been up to. Alright, yet again, I am checking these lithium polymer batteries for balancing. I have it charging. This meter says 12.6263, but that is going through a lot of cabling. There's a lot of losses. I'll be measuring the voltage here at the battery. Give me an idea. And I'm going to set you right down. Just got to find a spot and let the prop you against to make it work. We'll use this. Just stab that into the table. There we go. Perfect. Now, can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can somewhat see what I'm doing. We're gonna put this voltmeter hopefully in the frame. Oh, that's gonna be hard to keep there. Okay, gotta get something heavy to sit on. Alright. Nope, that's gonna be in the way. If I turn it sideways, that's better. Okay. So I think you can see that. Yeah, it's just rolling around. Ooh, bicycles. Much better. Okay. I'm going to check individual battery voltage. I can't see it, so this is battery number 1. 4.16. Next battery is at come on now. Hard to get contact. 4.17. This is under charge, remember, so these are seem like they're perfectly balanced so far. And again, 12.17. There must be some sort of balanced circuitry in these, unlike what people say. I am convinced they do, because there's no way these Lipos, after so many discharges like I do, would be this well balanced. Okay, so if I put positive, negative goes to there. What's this voltage here? Okay, so that is the actual battery voltage. Right there. 12.6 under charge. That's right off the leads of the battery. I am very impressed that they have any type of balanced circuitry in these batteries at all. This is the second time I've tested this now, and this is under load of charging, or under, I don't know, not load, but anyways, they're being charged, and they're still staying quite balanced. I'm surprised. I'm not sure exactly how it works or how they do it, but it is nicely balanced. Very happy with these packs. Oops, actually shut that one off. Now it's time to put it back together. Give you guys one more shot on the inside. If this thing will focus, that'd be cool. Got these little tiny boards in there. And they are in fact still balanced.